If you love the shrimp food trucks in Hawaii, you're gonna love this succulent shrimp covered in butter and oh so much garlic. It's like I'm back in Hawaii, so oh no. Hey everyone, I'm Flo, Dude is behind the camera, and we're all about simple food, simple faith. We just got back from Hawaii, aloha. It was an amazing trip and we ate so much good food. If you followed along on Facebook and Instagram, you would have seen all the things that we got to eat. One of our favorite dishes was these garlic shrimp from these shrimp trucks or shrimp food trucks up on the North Shore. We're gonna try to recreate it at home so that the next time we have this garlic shrimp, we don't have to spend so much money getting to Hawaii to do so. Starting with a pound of shrimp, I am using the size 21 to 25 size, which are quite big. The ones that you get at the shrimp trucks are much smaller, so you get quite a few of them on your dish. But these ones are also deshelled and the veins have been removed. And I am choosing to use these ones instead of the shell on because, well, Dude and I are fairly lazy eaters and we don't really enjoy all of the peeling of the shrimp while we're eating. So I would rather peel them when they're raw or just buy them like this. I have also washed and rinsed and pat dry all the shrimp, and you want them to be very dry so that they will fry nicely in your pan and not start to steam. I'm gonna get my garlic prepped first, and I am going to use the whole entire bulb.
Ooh-wee.
That's why. Actually, this recipe is very similar to the garlic shrimp part of the garlic shrimp fried rice that I make, but I don't use as much garlic. And this will probably be the hardest part of the whole entire recipe, peeling this garlic. Well, there's only 6 cloves, but you really do need the whole bulb, but these cloves are fairly big. I'm just gonna remove the skin off this as well. And I'm going to use a chopper because, well, there's a lot to chop up. And you could do it by hand if you like. I'm choosing not to use a garlic press because the pieces of garlic in the shrimp plates that we had were weren't super minced, but they were minced, chopped. All right, let's blitz this up. Okay, now wasn't that so much easier than just chopping it up?
For the can't be bothered crowd.
There you go. If you want the pieces to be smaller, you can definitely chop it up even more. We're going to lightly coat the shrimp so that it can hold all the garlicky butter around the shrimp so that it doesn't just slip off like you would expect because it's oily. I'm using 2 tablespoons of mochiko flour. And mochiko flour is a sweet rice flour. If you don't have this or you don't want to purchase this, you can use a cornstarch or a potato starch. You just want a light coating on it. And I want to say it's finer than flour, but maybe it's not. Maybe flour is also a good substitute. And I'm using a tablespoon of hot paprika. I'm using hot paprika because that's what I have, but if you're using sweet paprika, you may want to spice it up a little bit by adding half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Just gonna stir this up. Fairly simple, there's not a lot going on, but just adds so much flavor. Well, the garlic actually adds all the flavor. Heating up my cast iron pan on medium low. Okay, I'm going to melt 1/4 cup of butter. You do want it on a fairly low heat so that the garlic doesn't burn. All right, you hear that sizzling? Get our garlic in there. And we're gonna cook the garlic for about 2 to 3 minutes. You know, I bet you they chop up their garlic with a chopper. The pieces looked exactly like this. All right, remember guys, don't burn the garlic because once you burn the garlic, it'll change the flavor completely. You just want the garlic to be toasty, and you can see that it's starting to become a golden brown color, and it's starting to stick at the bottom. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes. I'm gonna turn off my heat. I'm actually going to pour this into a bowl. Okay, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to burn the garlic while I'm cooking the shrimp, as I will be cooking the shrimp at a higher temperature. Okay, turning the pan back on. And we're going to now turn the heat up to medium, adding 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And we're going to start coating our shrimp, maybe half at a time. Okay, I'm going to place them. We don't want them overcrowding, so we're just going to place them in here, maybe half at a time, half a batch. I'm going to cook them for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. And if you're using shell on, same thing. Okay, flipping them over. You can see the crispiness of the coating, and that will hold the garlic butter. I'm going to season with some Alea sea salt. Turn off the heat. I don't want it to burn while I remove the shrimp before doing the next batch. Turning the heat back on, getting the next batch going. Okay, it looks like I need a little bit more oil, so I'm just going to add a little bit. Okay, flipping them over. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of the shrimp back in. I forgot to season with the salt. Altogether about 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. And now it's going to go in all the butter and garlic. Just for another minute. Toss it around. Turn off your heat. And that is it. Oh my goodness.
Leave no garlic and butter behind.
So while in Hawaii, of course, I had to go find some sea salt. And I found that this particular one is what's often used, I believe, in their local recipes. And so that's what I picked up. All right. Because these shrimps are so big, you only get 6, dude.
Oh man.
But look, I will give you some butter, garlic over your rice.
Yes, please.
Or garlic butter, butter garlic. Same thing. All right, are you all ready for?
Absolutely. The taste. I cannot describe to you guys. When we went to the North Shore to check out the shrimp food trucks and had my first taste, was like, wow. Yeah, I can see why there's lineups like down the way there. I'm gonna have a taste first of the rice and the butter and the garlic. Just a little crunch of the garlic and the flavors. Oh yeah. Just finished getting some lemon on the shrimp. And while I enjoy the experience of, you know, being there in Hawaii, the North Shore, eating the garlic shrimp, but having to peel the shrimp just exposed my laziness for what it is. Lazy eater. So now I can just hold it by the tail. Oh yeah, tons of flavor. Garlic, 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 garlic. So good. Shrimp is cooked super nice. accompanied with some rice to get that perfect bite. More garlic, more butter, more goodness. Oh yeah.
All right, thanks, dude. Mahalo to all of our viewers who recommended some amazing, amazing eats. We couldn't possibly have gone through all of them, but what we tasted, it was truly so ono. For the garlic shrimp fried rice recipe, check it out. I will see you over there.